The views of the guest are that of the guests and do not represent nor reflect the views and opinions of the Lockoutmen channel, the Recruiter Call channel, nor its host. This site content is for entertainment, educational, and informational purposes only.
But it's come to my attention that some I don't know who this __ is, but he last showed to me back when I was out of trucking. He called his show the Trucking Transparency, the Lockoutmen. I don't know who this is.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Well, we just gonna go ahead and get right into this one, man. We're gonna get right into this one. What's going on, guys? Lockoutmen here. And tonight we're gonna talk about something a little different. Of course, our Michigan friend has responded, and it, of course, popped up on my feed. And let me tell you guys, it is definitely true to her fashion. Of course, it was loud, it was raw, and it had my name all over it. Apparently, I rubbed her the wrong way. But I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here to throw dirt on your name, which that's your name, but we're not going to mention it though. Because you did tell me earlier today that not to have your name in my mouth. So I'm giving you that much. But I am here, right, to clear the air. Because what we're not going to do is rewrite history.
Hold on.
So let me just start off by saying this. I hear you. I hear your pain. You know what I'm saying? I hear the stress. I hear the frustration. Life is hitting you from all sides. You getting issues with Hertz rental car. You got issues with Huntington Bank and the overdraft. You got issues with the rent. You got issues with people putting spices in your food. You got issues of whatever you can find an issue, you have an issue with. Not only that, the people in your comment section, including myself, is questioning your story, your sanity, your well-being. I get it. Situations happen. Situations with Uber is chewing you up. But this is everything that you said about what's going on in your life. But here's where we have to part ways, though. The videos that I featured you in, it came from a place of love. It also came from a place of evidence, because some of the stuff that you talked about that happened to you in certain situations, in particularly Uber and the gig work, I relate with you on that because I used to be an Uber driver. So I know some of the issues that you go through with them. The low pay, the crazy passengers, and I relate with you on that. That's one of the reasons why I spotlighted you in that Uber video when you claimed that the young lady pulled a gun out on you. But that's here nor there. Shout out to you, by the way. You love to make videos. Why not make the videos showing what these people that you claiming are doing to you, so that we can have some type of continuity, I guess? Is that the word I'm looking for? Context. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. That's the word I'm looking for. Now, I never called you a liar, but I did have questions based off of what you said. Now, you talk a little bit about my content, me being a troll and stuff like that. No, my content is a commentary channel. That's what it is. It's what I always been. It's a commentary channel. I try to break down the bigger picture and use my experiences as well. We can learn a lot from each other. How drivers can learn from the both of us. You're setting the stage about how the bank is treating you. You're setting the stage on how Hertz is treating you. And you're setting the stage on the job situation treating you. But if I use your story, it's because it has value. Your voice has reach, but you may feel some kind of way on how I may have worded it. I hear you on that too. I hear you. Now let's talk about the energy in that video. Woo! And that's what I like about you, because of the energy. When you be going off on your epic rants, it is epic. You said I'm trolling you. You said I'm stealing your content. You called me everything but the child of God in that video. from a cartoon video maker to Ohio bleep bleep. And oh, by the way, shout out to Ohio. And shout out to Michigan too, because I fucks with Michigan heavy. But let me be real about something. If somebody was to watch your video and that's their first time they heard about the Lockoutmen, you would think I'm running some kind of secret surveillance company. Come on now, sis. Come now. My content is built around commentary. I give credit. I gave credit. Every time I mention you or say something about you, I always give credit and I send people to the video that I am referencing. I'm not trying to hide the source. Why? I'm giving credit where credit is due. That's the Lockoutmen Commentary Podcast. I tell stories. I give people a platform to tell their stories. As the disclaimer says, it is to educate and to entertain. And maybe sometimes when drivers hear these type of stories, or Uber drivers, or anybody in the gig work hear these kinds of stories, maybe that might help them to avoid the same fate. Now, if somebody's playing with you at the bank, that's a story to tell. But as somebody said in your comment section, that never happened to them. It definitely didn't happen to me. I'm going to be for real. It ain't like I never had an overdrive before. I'm not sure if anybody can actually say that they didn't have an overdrive, but they know how an overdraft works. They know being late on the rent. They know how it works. We're all humans here. We all had some type of experience with a billing agent. We had rental cars before, but not like of this type of magnitude. We had issues with landlords, apartment management. We relate to you, but it's how it's being brought to us is where the questions come into play. But here's what's not cool though. Let me tell you what's not cool. Calling me a liar for breaking down your public videos, claiming I'm watching your private content when your channel is super public, accusing my entire audience of betrayal because they might agree with parts of my commentary. We're grown, we can disagree, but to drag my name through a mud for a video breakdown, come on now. Now listen, I never once said that you was crazy, but I did say that if you're putting personal, sensitive information into the public, you're opening the door for other peoples to comment and have opinions on it. That's the risk of YouTube, TikTok, IG. It's not always fair, but it's real. That's not saying people should mock you though, because that's what they're doing in your comment section. Let's be for real. I'm not mocking you. I'm just questioning some of the stuff that you are saying. We're talking these invisible people putting spices in your food and making you fat and putting a hole in your dress and coming in, turning off your cameras. We never see it, right? But when you put it out there and you telling us, it's like, wow, okay, is this something to believe? And I always said that you're entertaining. I said that you was trolling your own self because you wanted the clicks, the views, and the engagement. Now that you get in the engagement, now that you don't want it, or you just want to flip the narrative. Yeah, that's it. You want to flip the narrative. I'm just speaking on how your video reflects and how other drivers see it. You talking about the overdraft scams, the false charges, the confusing rentals, spices, and all sorts of stuff. It's documented. It came out your mouth, did it not? Did it not come out your mouth? It's not like myself and the rest of the commenters try to find some ill ways to say that you said this. You said it. You said you want to clean this up, and I respect that, right? So let me just say this directly. If you want me to stop using your content, you got it. It's done. No more clips, no more breakdowns, no more reactions. But that's what it is. This is YouTube. Guys, it's been a little minute since I had a back and forth. And you guys know I don't do back and forths. Again, you got people out here that don't like me. They don't like my opinion. They don't like my commentary. And I get pushed back from my own community. And see, that's what I do. I pay attention to the community. If I'm in a wrong, my community is definitely going to come out and say so.
Hold on.
What's going on, guys? I just want to stop the video right here, right quick. If you guys made it this far into the video and you guys like what you're hearing, go ahead and hit that like button for me, bro. Hit that like button. It's free. It's free. If you made it this far into the video, man, make sure you hit that like button. It's right up under the video, man. And if you guys like more content like this, consider, okay? Y'all got two options. Well, one, but two options. You can either subscribe for the channel for more, and if you really want to rock with me and get the videos early, make sure you join the channel. All right, shout outs to all my members of the channel that rocks with your man. Thank you very much. Now let's get back to the show. So look, the commentary, we both have different reasons why our opinions is based. You speak of whatever happens to you, whatever situation happens to you. I speak from what I see. Sometimes the two don't align, but that doesn't mean that I'm your enemy though. And I never was. You mentioned that I'm profiting off your videos and stuff like that. Trust me. There's no profit to be made. And besides, I never charge anybody to hear about a story that you have to tell. And they got the full link in the description to go and find out for themselves. But I think this is good content for you. You're trying to get that YouTube money. I get it. But again, I wasn't never the one to go for back and forth. I try to keep it cordial. But again, like I said, if you don't like me, you just don't like me. But I'm not going to go back and forth with you. But I am going to respect the fact that you did ask me to leave you alone. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I can't say the same for anybody else that would come around and make a reaction video, because you got some crazy stories that a lot of people is confused about. So if you want to conversate with me, let's have a real conversation. On camera, off camera. We can talk about this respectfully. I'm open to that. I'm like this. I still support you. So to my listeners, man, remember, look, behind every rant is a person. Behind every outburst is a story. Behind every story is something that we can learn from. And yo, I wish you peace, happiness. I hope you find some relief. And if you ever want to talk and not argue, the mic is always open.